Let's use the metaphor of an elevator to explain your vibrational set point. So your energy body is vibrating at a particular frequency, and that frequency determines all of your lived experience because it attracts a particular timeline into the simulation around you, into the three-dimensional matrix that we all experience with our senses. But the set point that your frequency is at is always changing and evolving. So that's why over time, people who focus their energy in particular ways are able to shift the vibrational set point that they experience. So let's step into this elevator for a moment. We're going to step into this elevator and we're going to pretend that the higher the floor is in the elevator that you are hanging out at, if you go up to floor 10, you're just feeling more good. You're feeling more aligned with your truth and your inner bliss than you are on like the third floor. So we're just going to set that up as a baseline. The higher the floor is, the more aligned you are with your inner self and the better you feel. And just as we don't always know what to expect in the simulation when we are living our day-to-day life, every single day, let's say that the elevator moves randomly 5 floors in either direction. So on any given day, you're in this elevator and it will move in one direction or the other up to 5 floors away. So you wake up on the 10th floor, and by the end of the day, depending on what happens, it could randomly move you as high as the 15th floor or as low as the 5th floor. But what you do have control over is what button you press when you step in the elevator. And this is how your conscious focus and your emotions come into play, because you can press the button for the 100th floor. You can press the button for the 100th floor, and the elevator, as long as you press it with conviction, and this is where the metaphor breaks down a little bit, because it does require some focused thought and some emotional intensity to access the 100th floor if you're on the 10th floor. It does take a quantum jump in terms of, or a leap of faith, we might say, in terms of your thinking and your emotions. If you're on the 10th floor, you're more likely to be feeling and thinking like you're on the 10th floor than you would if you're on the 100th floor, because the view is different out the windows and you're just naturally vibrating in a particular way. But you have the choice of what button you push when you get into the elevator. And there's going to be some natural fluctuation around that. Like if you're at the 10th floor, you might end up on the fifth floor or the 15th floor in any given day, because the elevator moves. There's a little bit of, we'll call it randomness, for lack of a better term at the moment. But you get to choose what button you press. And over time, if you keep on pressing a high enough button, if you keep pressing the highest button that you have access to, you're naturally going to be raising the floor that you are on when you wake up and the floors that are around you. So that's how being in an elevator can illustrate your vibration.